If you use a Universal Audio Apollo, then you are going to love the workflow of adding the Console 1 mixing system and Apollo Central. Adjust levels on your Apollo. Add and control any UAD2 plugin, send to aux tracks, or set up cue mixes directly from the Console 1 mixing system. Once you give it a try, you're never going to want to track with the mouse again. Start by launching your UAD Console 2.0 application. Then hit the button to show the Console 1 software display. You will open up in Console 1 mode. By clicking Shift plus Mode, you will switch into Apollo Central. You can select your Apollo channels at the top on Console 1 or at the bottom on Console 1 fader. You can adjust fader levels, pan, solo, mute, input gain, as well as any other parameter on your Apollo. And if we turn off our display, you will see all of these changes are reflected on the Console 2.0 application. Adjust your faders, solo channels, mute them, and if you select a track at the bottom, you could use the pan knob to control pan. You could send to aux channels to add effects to a channel, or set up headphone mixes directly from Console 1 fader using the 3 send buttons. You can select a track at the top and easily adjust input gain on the fly while recording. Let's turn on our Apollo Central display. You can see that any parameter that has been mapped out is lit up on Console 1, making it really easy to find the parameters that are most essential. But now let's see how we could add and control UAD2 plugins. To add a Unison plugin on track 1, first select track 1, then hit Shift 1 to access the Unison slot. Use the volume knob to scroll through all of your UAD2 plugins. You can instantly see all of the parameters for this channel strip are mapped out on Console 1. If we turn off our display and hit Shift plus Filters to Compressor, you'll be able to pull up your plugin GUI. We can now control more than one parameter at a time, something that is impossible to do with a mouse or a trackpad. Now let's see how to add a plugin as an insert. Once again, select the track. This time hit Shift 2 to insert the first insert slot. Let's add the Moog filter. Notice some knobs are not lit up as they are not mapped to that selected plugin. Turn off the display, hit Shift, Filters to Compressor to show the plugin. And now we can actually use this product the way it was intended by allowing tactile control of multiple parameters at once. You can see that Channel 1 has 2 different plugins loaded, and if we want to switch between them, just hit the Channel 1 button to flip back and forth. Let's try this one more time, but on Channel 2. Hit 2 to select Channel 2. Then hit Shift 1 to load a plugin in the Unison slot on Channel 2. Once again, we can control the plugin right from Console 1. Let's load a plugin into the first insert by hitting Shift 2. Flip between those plugins by hitting the Channel 2 button. Let's add a plugin into Insert 2 by hitting Shift 3. So as a reminder, Shift plus 1 accesses the Unison slot, and you can load a plugin in Insert 1, 2, 3, or 4 by hitting Shift plus 2, 3, 4, or 5. And if we want to flip between the 3 plugins, just hit the Channel 2 switch multiple times. We also have the ability to access our virtual channels, talkback mic, and aux tracks to set up sends to reverbs and other effects. And you can even control the volume of your monitors using Apollo Central. When you're all done tracking and ready to mix, hit Shift plus Mode to take you back into Console 1 mode. You will never want to track again while using the mouse. Add the Console 1 mixing system to your studio today.